Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nurul Farha binti Muhammad Fazil. In this video, I will be talking about the classification of pteridophytes and also the subtopic under it, which is phylum Lycopodiophyta. Let's begin, shall we? The word pteridophytes are pronounced pteridophytes. It is a vascular plant that reproduces using spores. They do not produce flowers and seed, and they are also known as cryptogams. First of all, pteridophytes are classified into two phyla, which are phylum Lycopodiophyta and also phylum Pteridophyta. For phylum Lycophyta, it has Selaginella species and Lycopodium species, while phylum Pteridophyta has Diopteris species. For example, Lycopodium sternum. It is commonly known as Staghorn club moss, which is a perennial evergreen that resembles a type of moss. Other than that, Selaginella brownie. It is an arborvitae fern. It is not a true fern, but it is a semi-evergreen perennial. Moving on to the next, that is phylum Pteridophyta. The genus under phylum Pteridophyta is Diopteris species, such as Diopteris felixus. It is also known as male fern. Now that you're clear about the classification of pteridophytes, let's dive into the next section. In this section, I will be explaining about phylum Lycopodiophyta, or you can call it Lycophyta. The plants are commonly called club mosses or ground pine. They are usually evergreen and the oldest of the seedless vascular plants. As I mentioned in the section before, phylum Lycopodiophyta consists of two species, which is Lycopodium species and Selaginella species. What is the difference between them? Let's take a look into the main comparison of these two. Lycopodium species is a homosporous plant, which means it only produces one type of spore. Each spore will develop into the bisexual gametophytes, which means it has both male and female sex organ. On the other hand, Selaginella species is a heterosporous plant, which means it produces two types of spore, microspore and megaspore in one strobilus. Megaspore will develop into female gametophytes, while microspore will develop into male gametophytes. To be more clear about this topic, here is the comparison between Selaginella species and Lycopodium species. Lycopodium species is a genus of club mosses, while Selaginella species is a genus of spike mosses. Lycopodium species produce only one type of spore, while Selaginella species produce two types of spore. The gametophytes of Lycopodium is bisexual, while Selaginella species has female gametophytes and male gametophytes. Now, let's take a look at the structure of Lycopodium species and Selaginella species. First of all, Lycopodium species. As you can see here, Lycopodium species has three main structures, which is microphyls, sporophylls, and also strobilus. Microphyls is a small spine-shaped leaves, while strobilus is a group of sporophylls. And sporophylls is a modified leaves that bear sporangia. In a homosporous plant, each of the strobilus consists of sporophyll, and the sporophyll consists of sporangium that consists of developing spores. On the other hand, Selaginella species is a heterosporous plant, which means it consists two types of sporophyll in one strobilus, megasporophyll and microsporophyll. Megasporophyll has megasporangium that consists of developing female gametophytes, while microphylls has microsporangium that consists of microspore that will be turned into male gametophytes.
Pteridophytes can be homosporous or heterosporous. Homosporous pteridophytes produce spores of similar kind, while heterosporous pteridophytes produce two different types of spores, large or megaspores and small or microspores. Megaspores germinate into female gametophytes, which produce eggs, while microspores germinate into male gametophytes, which produce antherozoids. The egg and antherozoid fuse to form a zygote, which develops into a young embryo, which then gives rise to a sporophyte.
I hope you are clear about this topic. That's all from me for now. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.